Hi guys, this is Isan again. I just wanted to tell you about a good friend of mine, and I met him last year at MACNA, and he really impressed me. This is Jesus from Farside Tropical. You can see that on his super good looking shirt with his super good looking body. To all the girls out there. No, seriously, he's a really good guy. He impressed me a lot with what he's done in his life, and I want to somehow carry that out a bit. As I'm carrying out, a lot of things that I'm impressed of and I really believe in. I really believe that people like him really push our hobby in the right direction, to be sustainable, to be a bit of heart into this hobby and not going just for the money. This is why I want to tell you about him, and I think the best way would be asking him how. Like, hi Jesus,
Hi.
You're good. How it started with you, like how get you into this? I know that, but maybe you tell them how you get into this hobby and or into this business, and what was the trigger for you to say, okay, it's time to do that, and this is the thing that is for my life the best thing.
Okay. Well, I come from a long line of commercial fishermen, and so I grew up around the ocean on boats, and yeah, as a teenager when I got scuba certified, my instructor was a full-time marine life collector, and so that's how I learned about the industry, and I fell in love with it, and just grown over the years, and a lot of things have changed. The industry has changed a lot, and I think a lot of people are going more like into the sustainable, that whole direction, and I've just adapted to that, and I think it's a good thing. We're all thinking that way now, and that's the direction where it needs to go, because that's what's gonna ensure that this industry stays alive.
Thanks for that. And what do you think? What is your wish of us, like the industry? Of people that are maybe not directly related to your collecting a fish. But what do you think we should do to just support this way? Because to be honest, I want to know that to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Or what would you wish to the customer at the end is deciding to buy a fish, right? So would you think there would be a way to say, okay, if the customer can track back the fish and it is yours, and that this guy is going inside the water and collecting the fish with a fucking net, and it's amazing, it's just impressive, yeah, how we do it. But what do you think, like it would be a good pressure point on the business that still do cyanide fishing and stuff, to have a possibility for somebody tracking his fish back to your hands, like your net?
Well, I mean, it's always been pretty important for me to, it's to kind of educate people, and there's a missing link there between the consumer and the diver, and just a general understanding of what it takes to acquire these animals. And I think an overall, just awareness, and just kind of educating people about it, and there's been a lot of divers, speaking, at the last few MACNAs, so that's a good start, and I think a lot of people are starting to get the idea, that a human being actually goes down and collects these animals, and to feed their families, and yeah, unfortunately, still, cyanide fishing exists. It's illegal, but I mean, it still happens, and I think going out there and kind of training the divers to do to go the net collection. I think that's gonna go a long way.
Just one more, okay? Since you were a young boy, and I know you were always in the water.
Yeah.
Is in Florida, where he's acting in Florida. Was in Florida? Is it looking different on the sea? Is it changed a lot? And so I think this is something that people just don't realize. They just go in there, go snorkeling once every few years, and maybe just one time in their whole life.
Yeah.
And you're on there and seeing it, changing. You're catching, the crayfish and whatever in the seasons. Do you think there is really a big thing happened in there, and we need to be really watching out for changing this thing to go backwards?
Yeah, I think that a lot has changed over the years. Especially in Florida. In Miami is main area where I work. There's a lot of coastal development and, you know, habitat loss as a result. You know, it's just population, you know, is expanding and stuff like that, and that's something to be concerned about, not only there, but, you know, just anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that, yeah, a lot of things have changed, and it is cause for concern, you know, which is all the more reason to, you know, for us to do the responsible thing and, you know, just go the sustainable route like we talked about earlier, you know, because that's going to ensure that our, you know, our trade continues to, you know, to go forward.
Thanks a lot, Matt. I know this is nothing for you standing in front of camera. I would really appreciate that you have done that. Thanks a lot, guys. So I hope this was a bit of a serious discussion thing, but I hope it's opened up your mind when you go inside the LFS and go and buy a fish. Think about what Jesus says. This man lives nearly underwater, okay? So you're destroying his habitat, you know? So take care about where you buy your fish, please. And see you next video.